Mary Harron's American Psycho isn't just a psychological thriller, it's a dead-eyed stare into the void where humanity used to be. At the center of it stands Patrick Bateman, a man whose life is a sterile museum of expensive suits, pointless routines, and aggressively unearned confidence. What makes the film both unnerving and hilarious isn't the violence, though there's plenty of that, but the cold absurdity of a world where everyone is too self-absorbed to notice a serial killer humming Whitney Houston while dragging a corpse through the hallway. This is a satire with the emotional warmth of a stock portfolio. Bateman, as played with surgical precision by Christian Bale, is the perfect avatar for late 20th century Wall Street. Flawlessly groomed, intensely vapid, and deeply committed to everything that doesn't matter. He is what happens when a person becomes a brand. His morning routine involves more chemistry than a high school lab. His conversations are a graveyard of empty platitudes, and yet he moves through his world not only undetected, but admired. American Psycho doesn't wink at the audience, it stares, unblinking, as it peels away the flesh of consumer culture and shows us what's really underneath. Nothing. There's a scene where Bateman and his co-workers compare business cards with the reverence of art collectors admiring Rembrandts. The cinematography treats this moment with operatic gravity. These are men who would sell their souls to have an eggshell finish with subtle off-white coloring. And the joke is, they probably already have. What makes the film terrifying isn't that Bateman is a killer, it's that no one seems to care. He confesses multiple times and the reactions range from ignoring him to confusing him with someone else. The characters exist in a fog of mutual disinterest, where names don't stick and personalities are interchangeable. If everyone's pretending to be someone, how can you tell when someone's pretending to be sane? The film's genius lies in its tonal whiplash. One minute Bateman is talking about the socio-political significance of Phil Collins, the next he's axe-murdering someone, while completely naked except for a raincoat. But the most chilling aspect is how little difference there seems to be between these two modes. Whether he's analyzing pop lyrics or dismembering a colleague, Bateman delivers both with the same hollow enthusiasm. He is equally passionate about skincare and homicide, and somehow, only the former raises eyebrows. Every performance in this movie is dialed perfectly to match the satire. Reese Witherspoon plays Bateman's fiancée as a human-sized decorative vase, beautiful, fragile, and completely lacking in depth. Jared Leto's Paul Allen is the smug cousin of every finance bro who's ever explained crypto unprompted. Willem Dafoe's detective seems to drift between suspicion and polite small talk like he's not quite sure what genre he's in. And honestly, he might not be. The cinematography mirrors Bateman's mindset, sterile, controlled, obsessively symmetrical. Everything looks expensive but also slightly off, like a hotel lobby that's trying too hard to be modern. Is Bateman real? Is the violence all in his head? The film refuses to answer, and that ambiguity isn't just a clever twist. It's the whole point. American Psycho isn't about whether Bateman's crimes happened. It's about a society so consumed with appearances that it wouldn't notice if they had. The film ends not with resolution but with resignation. Bateman admits flatly that there is no catharsis, no justice, no lesson. Just a man with a perfect haircut screaming into a soundproof world. And we, the audience, laugh. Not because it's funny in the traditional sense, but because it's too horrifying to take seriously without losing our minds. American Psycho is a comedy of manners for people with no souls. It's a horror film where the monster wears Armani. It's a satire so sharp it cuts through the mask and shows us what's behind it. Just another mask. In the end, Bateman's story is not a cautionary tale. It's a documentary filmed in a funhouse mirror. The real punchline, he's not alone. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Quirky Critic signing out.